We got a lot of books to go through today. Are you excited? I'm excited. I am excited. This is a book video because I am an obsessive reader and I can't stop buying books. And even though my TBR is freaking-normous, I'll never stop buying books. Here are all the thrifted books I've accumulated over the past few months. Honestly, I've only made 3 trips to the thrift store, so these are 3 different trips, and I've just bought a lot of books in these 3 trips, so I'm gonna show them to you. And I've read literally none of them. That's how big my TBR is. I've read a few of them. I just lied to you. I don't know why, but I'm gonna talk about them. I've sorted them into piles. If you can see my little book stack over there, it's my prized possession. I love my books. We're gonna start off strong with romance books because I'm obsessed with romance. Surprisingly enough, that's not like the meat of this video. I have a lot of classic literature because that's what I'm getting more into, but we're gonna start off with a romance. I also thrift a lot of clothes, like this top. I thrifted this top. I thrift all my jewelry, all my clothes, literally everything. So if you want thrift hauls, let me know. I'm currently on a workout journey and I thrift all my workout clothes too. So I'll make a video if you guys want it. The first book I've thrifted, that's a romance book. Starting off strong, we have The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I never watched the movie, never read the book, but I saw it at the thrift store and it was $2. So I picked it up. I'm not going to go through all the backstories of all the books in full detail because this video will be 10 years long, but a quick little summary from what I can gather. It's with Hazel and Augustus. Pretty sure Hazel's the one with cancer. I think they fall in love. It's sad, I'm pretty sure. And John Green wrote it, and I'm pretty sure he did those informational videos we watched in like high school and middle school. So I'm excited to read this. Next one I thrifted, Normal People by Sally Rooney. I'm shocked that I found this at the thrift store. Yeah, I really wanted to do like a deep analysis of annotating this because I just know like this book made me annoyed when I was reading it. Without going too much into detail, Connell and Marianne basically are horrible for each other because they just can't talk about their feelings, and it's like right people, wrong time type thing, type romance. It makes me mad, but in the best way possible. Next one, I actually read this fully, Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. I read this one fully, annotated it. I didn't like this one that much, but I still think about it a lot. But I really think I only think about it because Jeff Buckley was mentioned so much, and I'm like a Jeff Buckley groupie to the day I die. It was good. It was just also kind of like Normal People, right person, wrong time. Like they just weren't communicating, and that's so frustrating when there's miscommunication because it's like just talk, and then you guys could solve everything. And I think it was also so annoying because it was such like a big time jump, and as adults they were miscommunicating more than when they were like young. But it was pretty good. Like I'm glad I read it. I was pretty into it, and Jeff Buckley was mentioned, and I love Jeff Buckley. This one y'all are gonna die. Y'all gonna die when I mention this. I thrifted Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I'm gagged. I'm shocked too. I found some good books at the thrift store. Like this thrift store I'm gatekeeping like to the day I die. In pretty decent condition. I just started reading it too. Like I'm that much into it, and I don't really read romanticies, let alone fantasies at all, and I'm trying to get into that. So I felt this was a good start. I think the only other fantasy I've read is the Shatter Me series, and I finished the first book, started the second one, and got real bored. So it's with Peyton and Kai. I'm pretty sure she's powerless and he's the enforcer of the people that are powerful, and they kill the powerless, and she has to like lie, and they end up falling in love. That's all I know. That's it for the romance section. Now I have the classic literature section, which is the meaty section of this video. I don't know if all this is classic literature. I kind of just like looked at it really quickly and used my context clues, so I'm pretty sure this is, but I'm gonna start off with The Call of the Wild by Jack London. I'm pretty sure I read this in like middle school, maybe. elementary school, maybe? I don't even know. I honestly just wanted to pick up books that I used to read. Like, I have a lot of books that I've read already in this section. I just read the synopsis on the back, and I'm confused. Buck has to leave the world of human beings and campfires to answer the call of the wild. Next we got Sister Carrie by Theodore Dreiser. Never heard of this book ever a day in my life, but the cover is just so like cute. So I literally bought it just because of that. I did judge a book by its cover. So I'm pretty sure it's like just a coming of age story. It came out in the 1900s, in 1900 actually, the exact year. It says it's like a fallen woman story that's a powerful work of fiction. The next one I have is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I read this, I think, my junior year of high school, so that wasn't too long ago, a few years ago, but I basically remember what happens, but I honestly wanted to buy it because this is such an amazing book. I did so much work on this book in high school that like I really could like dissect it again and tell you all about it. Actually, it's not even classic literature. It's published in the 1960s, but to me it's classic. Next, I have a book that I am so happy to have found. I wanted to buy every book from Jane Austen because I had found this book in the thrift store and I was ecstatic, to say the least. Persuasion by Jane Austen. I'm so happy. I cannot wait to read this book. All I know is that it's one of her satirical books and it's more like not upbeat but more funny, happy. This is her final book also. I'm really happy to have found this book. It's also a love story, which I could have put it in the love section, but this is classic literature at its freaking finest. Next we have A Wrinkle in Time. Pretty sure I read this middle school, elementary school, one of those. I don't know if you'd consider this classic lit. It gives me that vibe. But isn't the cover so pretty? Look at it. I really don't know what it's about at all. I can't remember reading it. Next we have And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I found so many Agatha Christie books and I couldn't choose one, and then some random lady saw me like with 7 of these Agatha Christie books and she looked at me and she goes, "This one's a good one." And like I looked at her and I was like, okay, thanks. And then she walked away and I was like, okay. And the cover is low-key kind of amazing. 1939, that has to be classic lit, right? Maybe not, I don't know. I think a movie was made off of this, or a TV show. I'm pretty sure a movie. I also got all these books for $2 and the hardcovers were $3. Next we have Man's Search for Meaning. This honestly just looked interesting. I buy a lot of books and I just don't read them. But a lot of the books back there, I've read. Those are just not classic literature books. Those are like Emily Henry books. The next book, and this is one of my favorite books of all time, and when I found this at the thrift store, I quite literally died. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I read this in high school and I liked it, and then I just had like a hyper fixation with it maybe like 2 years ago, a year ago, and it's only grown since. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I'm just obsessed with like this era and this book. I cannot tell you how many projects I've done based off this book. I'm an English lit major, by the way, in college. Like that's all my classes are based off like books and writing and all that. And when they let me do like essays or projects based off any book, I'm always choosing The Great Gatsby. I love it so much. I'm kind of obsessed. That's it for classic literature. Now the next section I have is more like thriller, horror, eerie, ghosty vibe. Like the creepy miscellaneous books, because I didn't know kind of where to put these. Again, have not read any of these books. They're just here. First we have Roald Dahl's Book of Ghost Stories. I thought this would be cool to read October time because I'm really into Halloween and all that stuff. And the cover's cute. I really liked it. I'm saying it's cute. It's not cute. It's just interesting looking. In the synopsis, it says he selected 14 of his favorite tales. Guys, I'm kind of a little shocked right now. I thought I bought a book of his work, but I think he just low-key plagiarized. It looks like all this stuff is just other people's writing that he put together. Well, either way, I'm cool with it. Next thrifted book we have is The Family Next Door by Sally Hepworth. It's just this girl, I'm pretty sure, that moves into a house. It's like a mystery. The family next door is like super weird and she has to solve the mystery. In the front it says, "Small, perfect towns often hold the deepest secrets." So that's interesting. I also want to get into kind of like mystery thriller books. Next up we have Layla by Colleen Hoover. I know Colleen Hoover is not the most loved author in the world, but I thrifted this one like a long time ago, but I'd never read it. So I'm excited to dive into it once October comes around, if I remember to read it. I read Verity and I actually really like that one, so I hope this is kind of like that. At the top it says love can haunt or heal, so I'm assuming it's also part love story, maybe kind of how Verity was. And then lastly for this section, I have Pretty Monster Stories by Kelly Link. The cover of this is just gorgeous, look at it, and it's hardcover. I also think this is just like a collection of stories, which I guess I'm just into for some reason. It says this book contains 9 short stories and drawings, apparently. I think they're just like creepy short stories. I really do judge a book by its cover. That's what I've noticed recently. If a cover is interesting and pretty, I will pick it up and probably buy it because I need a pretty cover. The last section I have is just kind of like a miscellaneous section. I didn't know where to categorize these books, so I put them in this section because I don't really know what they are about. So they're here. First we have Keeping Lucy by T. Greenwood. This caught my eye because it's a signed edition. I know that it's about a little girl, I think with Down syndrome. Something about the mother has to save her. The top in the green says, the heartbreaking and uplifting story inspired by incredible true events of how far one mother must go to protect her daughter. It's set in Massachusetts in 1969, so that's really interesting. It's also in like perfect condition. The fact that it was signed made me want to get it even more. Next we have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Obviously a movie was made off of it. The cover is the movie. Also, this has pictures in it. We have 2 books left. Next we have The Ice Cream Queen of Orchard Street by Susan Jane Gilman. I'm pretty sure it's this girl who has like a secret life. She falls in love with someone. They have like an ice cream truck. It says to seek their fortune. She changes her name, but then her past starts catching up with her. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got it for the cover because the cover is just really aesthetic and cute. Lastly, this was one of the first books I found when I went thrifting. Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I was so happy when I found this. I literally screamed. My mom was there and I went, oh my god, Mom, I found the perfect book. I already watched this movie, so I know what happens, but I'm so happy to have found this book. $3 for a hardcover, literally in perfect condition, not a single scratch. I loved the movie. I absolutely adored it. I thought it was amazing. I rooted for her the entire time. Basically, it's about this girl who gets involved in a murder mystery, and throughout the whole, I'm going based off the movie because that's what I saw. Throughout the whole movie or the whole story, you're trying to figure out if she committed the murder or not, and throughout the whole thing, she's falling in love with someone else and he's helping her through it. And then at the end, there's a plot twist and you're like, oh my god. But I'm so happy I found it. So in total, I think I thrifted 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I did my math correctly, it's 20 books. So yeah, I cannot wait to read these books. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul. Let me know if you guys want any other thrifting videos. That's all I do is I thrift, so I can do that for you. You guys are my favorite in the whole wide world. Please have an amazing day. And if you're not, I will smack this book on your face. Okay, bye.